Yo, what's up everybody? It's Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are watching some more AI battles in Civilization 5. So let's go ahead and sleep our submarine and see what the AI does. So we have Russia over here. Last episode, if you missed it, we kind of did some exploration, kind of figured out what these units look like. France with Napoleon started getting pretty freaking strong here. Brazil still only had 2 cities, so they are definitely falling behind. Luckily for them, though, they seem to be friendly with France, so they seem unlikely to get at least crapped on pretty early. We'll see how that works. Yeah, and you can actually see the trade route going. I like the little icons. I don't know, there's certain things about Civ 5 that are just, man, timeless, and it's like, man, I kind of miss that. I don't know. For whatever reason, these guys just look so cool. I don't know. I think I really like Civ 6, though, how they make roads, because it seems kind of silly that they don't make roads. I mean, I can understand both ways, you know, historically, but I like how they make roads. Also, too, you know, I like being able to build roads, but I hated the fact that you had to pay maintenance on roads, because a lot of times you just couldn't afford the roads, or you could just bankrupt yourself really quickly. So, people are entering the medieval era. Who was ahead? Someone was really ahead last time. How did we see that before? I gotta remember how to do all this. Nah. There was a way we were looking at things and it was saying, hey, this is what era they were in. It was under diplomacy overview. Global politics, perhaps? Yeah. Brazil was in the medieval era. He was way ahead of everyone. Which is interesting because, like I said, he only has 2 cities. But, and I gotta remember this. This is Civ 5, not Civ 6. Civ 5, you get punished a whole heck of a lot less for... Well, actually, okay, there's a couple things going on. But anyway, Civ 5, you got punished a lot less because of, where's our ship? There it is. Because of, not growing wide. Like Civ 6, you want to get your empire as wide as possible. Civ 5, you can definitely go tall with your empire, and you're less punished. I think one of the reasons, though, that Brazil hit the medieval era was because they did get the Great Library, correct? Is there any way for us to see it? Where were we seeing wonders before? I think it was under World Congress, right? No, sorry. Under Diplomacy Overview. Friends with Brazil. Yeah, Terracotta Army. Great Library. Because the Great Library gave them a free tech. So what probably ended up happening then is it's not that they're super far ahead in research. It's the fact that they probably took a late tier tech or a medieval era tech, which put them in the medieval era, because they got it for free without any research. So they're probably not actually that far ahead. Can we see any sort of victory progress? No, because they have to actually start this stuff. Now, other thing to note with this, was it Civ 5 or Civ 4 where you shoot your rocket to Alpha Centauri and then you have to wait like 20 turns for it to arrive? I think that was Civ 4, right? It looks like you just have to shoot off the rockets. Because that was kind of a interesting one. I was actually thinking about that, I think last night before I went to bed, and I was like, man, I kind of missed that. That was kind of cool because you could respond. But then I was thinking about, like, the fact that that would be so easy to beat the AI on it. Because all you'd have to do is, oh, hey, the AI they launched the rocket. Now we have 20 turns to basically stop them. You know, I think it would be kind of hard for the AI to win on that one then. Catherine finished the Pantheon, and she also entered the medieval era. So pretty much, and Washington got the Great Lighthouse. So pretty much everyone's medieval era now. Washington is at 3 cities. America. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Japan. So Japan's no longer falling behind. Oh no, 4 for America too. Germany is at 4. Pretty solidly. And then this was Zulu. And they're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't remember. They did end up having this city at one point from Mongolia, but it looks like Mongolia took it back. I don't know if this was a Mongolia city at one point. I also don't think they're at war anymore. Maybe they are. The thing is, dude, the combat strength is so different in this game for the cities. Like, I'm looking at this in like 15, 13, 10. I'm like, geez, man. They bumped up the combat strength significantly in Civ 6. Okay, so we have a war between Napoleon and Pedro. All right, never mind. All that talk about Pedro, luckily for him, you know, and there you go. So he gonna die. He gonna probably die. I just don't know that there's much he can do. He has a couple of catapults. I don't remember how good and or bad catapults do against units. I'm very much like in the Civ 6 mindset. Like I still remember how Civ 6 goes. Civ 5 not so much. We'll see. So, ooh, Japan finished the Great Wall. That's another change. Everyone can do the Great Wall, not just China now. I always loved doing the Great Wall just because I loved having it around my city. That was always one of my favorite things because it's just really, really pretty. Now, I wouldn't have done it probably as Japan, but like imagine Brazil with it, how cool Brazil would look, or, you know, and no one else really has unified borders. So that was always the thing too, is I always tried unifying my borders as much as possible, so the Great Wall would look really cool. Japan's going to be really hard to conquer, especially with the Great Wall and just how hard it will be to actually enter any of these tiles. You'll have to kill them with a navy, and I don't know anyone's going to have a large navy other than Japan, so kind of works. It's kind of very Japanish. Let's see how this combat does. That's the terracotta, right? Yeah. Now, do wonders get burned down in Civ 5? Or do you conquer the wonders? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I know one of the earlier Civ games, if you conquered a Civ that had a wonder, I think the wonder just basically disappeared. I thought. Once again, I could be wrong on this because it's been like, seriously, I was thinking 4 or 5 years since I've legitimately played Civ 5. Catherine finished the Petra. Hey, let's see where you will put it. Catherine, where's your Petra? It's so weird with like the buildings actually being in the city now. Wait, is the Petra the same? I don't know that the Petra works the same. Because there's no desert tile there at all. These are all plains. I think that's the Petra. She's doing some religion. Okay. Rio is slowly getting hit. He has a lot of troops. And France, Napoleon, he has a lot of troops. And he's starting to bring some swordsmen. So, okay. Petra. It might be completely different than what I was thinking. It is. No, it is desert tiles. Gains an additional trade route. And a caravan appears in the city. So it's not as good, basically. Plus 6 culture once archaeology is discovered. So, that's interesting. It doesn't actually have to go on... Yeah, because you don't put it on tiles anymore. So you can just build it in any city. That's hilarious. So, I think this is the Petra. I think that's the artwork for the Petra, right? So if that's the case, does that mean she built... And here's the thing, she doesn't have any desert tiles over here. So wherever she put the Petra, it's in a city now that doesn't have desert tiles. So it's basically worthless. Other than it gets a free trade route and it's going to get culture. That's kind of hilarious to think about. Okay, so Germany, you still have a lot of room to grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're up to 5 cities. You still have a ton of room west to grow. Although Brazil is looking to settle down there. Zulu threw down another city, so they're at 3, 6, 7 cities. 4 cities for Mongolia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities for France. 4 for Moscow or / Russia. 1, 2, 3, 4 still only for America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Japan. I think what we're seeing is pretty much everyone's been focusing on wonders, so they're not getting out as many cities. Except potentially Mongolia. They're about the only ones that don't have any wonders to show for their lack of cities. But everyone else, they're either building cities or they're building wonders. Because I think if we looked here under diplomacy, Pedro's very small, has 2 wonders. Germany is a little smaller, has a wonder. Russia, a little smaller, has wonders. Japan, same thing. America, same thing. But then on the other hand, you have Zulu, who has no wonders, but they're pretty large. And Napoleon, that's really large. So there definitely seems to be a balance where the AI either goes for wonders, or they go for cities / potentially conquests. So, interesting. The funny thing, too, is it's been so long since I played the game, I don't really remember how the AI works. I don't remember how to exploit the AI, so all this is kind of interesting, because it's like learning it for the first time. And the kind of hilarity about all this Who enhance? Germany enhance. The kind of the hilarious thing about all of this is for some reason this just reminds me of like Age of Empires 2. It's just like the artwork kind of has the same style. In fact, hold up. We want to. I think what? Hold up. I can just use my phone because I want to see when these two games were made. So if we came here and we googled Age of Empires 2, that's a much older game. Age of Empires 2. Let's see when this was released. 1999. Oi. Civilization 5. This was like 2010. Yeah, 2010. Okay, so it's 10 years later. 11 years later, actually. Why are the graphics so bad then? We could go back to Civ 4, and I bet Civ 4 probably, because Civs usually have like a 6-year time period. I bet Civ 4 then is me closer. What does Civ 4 even look like? I don't remember. Civ 4. Yeah, this artwork actually doesn't look much better than Civ 4 looking at. 2005. Okay. So Rio may still survive, although France is rolling with composite bowmen. Now, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Brazil's probably dead now. They lost their capital. Sao Paulo does have quite a few forts, but Brazil doesn't have any troops to fight back, really. Now, we do have complete kills, so they're going to have to kill, like, the scout and everything for Brazil to actually be eliminated, which is hilarious. Novigrad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities still. We have all this area here that no one's settling yet towards. And America still's at 4 cities too. The AI definitely doesn't spam settlers quite as much in this game. And I think it really does come down to the happiness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're still at 5. So we can't necessarily look and say that America's fallen behind. I just don't think that's true. You're at 370. And who's in first place right now? Zulu. No, Russia's actually in first place. Russia's way in first place, and they only have 4 cities. So, yeah. Catherine ended up completing another wonder. The Borobudur? I don't remember you. Can we click Borobudur? 3 free missionaries. Okay. We do want to take a look at people's religion. I don't know if there's an easy way for us to look at that. Pantheon founded. France. How can we see religion? There we go. We don't have any world religions. So we have Eastern Orthodoxy from the Russian and Protestantism from German. Not a lot of cities that believe in them right now. This is an ugly freaking list right here. Jeez. Missionary Inquisitor. I don't care. You guys can look at that. You can pause the video and go look. I don't think it's really worth going through. It's kind of cool to see from a standpoint of, oh yeah, these were the pantheons and beliefs and stuff from Civ 5, but I don't necessarily want to spend time watching it. Sao Paulo is going to probably start falling here. They do have a composite bowman, though. I wonder if defense of the cities work the same. Like Civ 6... You have a massive advantage to your garrison defense if you leave a melee unit in it versus a ranged unit. Genghis lost their capital. Oh god, Zulu. Ooh, Zulu are pushing. So I don't know if it works the same way in Civ 5 still. Are they going to be able to take it back? Perhaps, because the HP of the city stays really low. I forgot about that. And they have quite a few troops. Can we see military power? Is there a way to see combat strength? I don't think so. Ah, they took it right back. That's interesting. It really is interesting, because you could just take your cities right back because there's no HP. I like how that works better in Civ 6. So he gained his original capital. Napoleon has the most capitals because he has 2. I don't think he's going to worry about taking out Brazil over here. And in fact, I would expect that Salvador is probably going to fall to Germany at some point. We'll see. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities now for Germany. Russia's still only at 4, but she's been building the crap out of her cities. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Washington, not Teddy. Mongolia lost its capital again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We maybe shouldn't even count cities because it means so little in this game. There it fell. And you're going to hold on to it this time because Mongolia just doesn't have the troops. Well, okay, so Mongolia and Brazil are pretty much out of it right now. So it's coming down to, I think, France and Zulu from the standpoint of pure army. They both are extremely scary when it comes to their army. Although, and the thing is, Zulu right now is heavily positioned to the east. They have a lot of troops over here. And it looks like they have a unique unit up already. Yeah, the Impi are out already. But these were a replacement for Spearmen, correct? So they're pretty ancient. Because Germany's rolling around with pikemen and composite bowmen. So the Impi are going to get their butt kicked. There's got to be a way to see how much military power everyone has, right? Advisor Council. Shaka controls 2. Details. If we could look at everyone's rank, that would be great. Germany's actually in first place now. Russia fell behind a little bit. France is in second. Russia's in third. And Shaka's way behind. Now, the thing with the score in this game, I'm wondering, so you don't get score from amount of units. You get score because of how many cities you have, how big your population is, how much land you have, how many wonders, how many technologies, how much future tech, which is the last tech, how many times you research it, how many policies, how many great works, and how much religion. Okay. So having a ton of units doesn't necessarily give you a bunch of score. Genghis Khan's been captured by the Zulu, another city. So Genghis is now down to 1 city. And I think he's probably going to die. I don't think you have to kill traders, caravans. I don't think that's necessary. We'll see. Dude, I was really hoping Genghis Khan would just start balling out of control like he did in Civ 5, but that doesn't look to be in the cards. I really need to have a timer going, because I'm so used to like tabbing out of the game to see how long we've been at. But the problem with that is it cuts the music because we're playing this ancient game. These guys look like they're about to fight. Now remember, Civ 5 was the first game to split up the units in this hexagon formation. So, okay, you go back there. Let us see. We're at 18 minutes, so we can go a little bit longer. We'll go like 5 more minutes. Let me actually look at my phone here. Wait, is there a timer up here? No, there's no clock up here anymore. Dang. Freaking old games not having their clocks. Sao Paulo is going to fall most likely, yeah, this turn. And so now all that's left is Salvador. They set it ablaze. Which is funny because they didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. When you take over the city, you could do like 3 different things, right? It's like enslave, conquer, and burn it, raise it, right? So I think they did the second option, which I don't remember. I don't remember the benefits. So Pedro just pieced out Napoleon. Yeah, that's kind of what we thought was going to happen. And then who denounced them? Zulu. So we might see Zulu versus France at some point because they hate each other. She keeps finishing wonders, dude. She's finishing a lot of wonders. 1, 2, 3, 4. She still only has 4 cities. I wonder if that's her. Can we talk to people? Doesn't look like it. Nah. I wonder if that's her agenda, is to finish as many wonders as possible. Russia denounced Zulu. Japan finished the Chinkin. America denounced Zulu, and someone else finished a wonder. I think it was America. Brazil also denounced Zulu. Everyone's denouncing Zulu. Germany finished the pyramids. Congratulations. Now, the pyramids gave you builders, I think, still in this game, if I remember right. Pyramids. Nope. Yeah, 2 workers. Yeah. And tile improvement is 25% quicker. Ah, that was awesome. Yeah, I remember I liked the pyramids. I like the pyramids. Because building things quicker was just awesome. Because you tend to spend like 6 turns sometimes building tiles. out, and it was just like, oh my god, hurry up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still only 5, and same thing here, only 4, so it feels like these guys, like most of these AIs, are just content with what they have right now. Golden Age is dawn. Sweet. We got a golden age, guys. We don't have an empire, but our people love us on our ship, on our sub, hiding underneath the ice. We're extremely popular. Okay, so Mongolia is completely eliminated. And they burned down one of the cities, right? I think. I thought there was one other city over here. Yeah, there's only 8 now. So the busiest people, so right now Washington has the most production, Japan is 2nd, and Russia's 3rd. That's going to come into play here late game. Look at these, look at this freaking massive units here, man. I do like how in Civ 5 all the units seem to move at the same time for the AI, because I think Civ 6 they move one at a time, which is why it takes so long, right? Oh no, I'd have to go watch Civ 6. It's like it's been a while since I watched Civ 6. I don't usually pay attention to how the AI moves their units around. So America does have, they're trading. Okay, those are cargo ships. I was going to say they do have a slight fleet. Not really. They have 1 ship, 2 ships. I don't know. What's America's impression of Japan? Do they like each other? And then it doesn't seem like they care. So, medieval, medieval, medieval. Everyone's in medieval at this point still. Shaka's been denounced by everyone except Japan. Napoleon backstabbed Brazil. So what's funny about that is only, what? Brazil and Russia denounced France for doing that. And can we see score again? It was under victory progress. Now, where do we see the score? I don't remember. Where do we see the score? I mean, here, obviously, but there was a way to sort it. We had it sorted before. It's fine. So, Russia's still in 1st on score. France is close by in 2nd, and then there's a huge gap between everyone else. I don't know if Civ 5 we're most likely to see a score victory. I would actually say, if I had to guess, how many turns do we go to, anyways, in this game? Is it 500 still? I would think it's going to be a science victory. We could probably do victory progress. 396 turns remaining. Yeah, so it's 500. So it seems like most likely we would see a science victory or a diplomatic. Are we going to vote? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens when the World Congress happens. We're going to, you know, try having as little impact as possible. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Germany still has a bunch of troops moving around, but they're just kind of ignoring everything. So, like, them and the Zulu just don't seem to be too interested in killing each other. So, we're going to move our sub, and we're going to call this an episode. I actually think I want to put my sub over here. A spy has been recruited, and Washington entered the Renaissance era. Dang, dude. Okay, well, anyways, this is episode number 2 for our AI-only series with Civ 5. It's fun to see Civ 5 again. It really, really is. So let me know what I missed. Let me know any comments you guys have. Also, to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next episode. Later.